Have you ever thought, gosh, I wish I could just turn off this voice inside my head, this annoying, repetitive, complaining voice? Then you are in the right space, because in today's video I want to chat with you about 5 different ways on how you can calm your mind and stop overthinking. So I would say, let's get started. Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Arndt and I'm super excited that you are here today with me because I can totally relate. Gosh, that voice inside my head is sometimes very difficult to calm down. So over the years I have found some really powerful tools that have helped me in my own life to quiet that voice inside my head and to calm down. So I would say let's jump into the first tip that I have for you in order to start calming down that voice. The first thing that I want you to do is to give those thoughts or those feelings that are currently coming up for you a name. And that actually helps you to switch from your emotional brain to your thinking brain, and it helps you to kind of disconnect that emotional heaviness and all of these overthinking thoughts. And you might think, really?
Wait a minute!
But it is powerful and it is neuroscientifically proven as well and backed up that even if you are just spending a split second thinking about what is this voice actually trying to tell me? How do I actually feel? What are the emotions that are coming up for me? You are switching from that emotional brain into your rational brain. And that helps you to actually feel a little bit of a sense of relief and obviously also put a name to the thoughts and feelings that you're currently experiencing. So let's say, for example, you are currently ruminating about a situation at work that felt really unfair to you. And as you are thinking about how you've been feeling and how that made you feel, maybe the word rejection comes up, or fear, or frustration, or maybe the feeling of not being good enough, right? We can all relate to that one as well. So that is a really powerful technique to get you out of your emotional brain and get you back into your thinking brain, even if you just do it for a split second. So try it out. The second tool that you can apply in order to help your mind to quiet down is to write down your thoughts and feelings. This is one of my most favorite exercises and things to do, and if you have been watching my YouTube videos for a while, you know I always talk about journaling, I always talk about writing things down. I really love to journal and I find it so powerful for so many different things in my life, and it is also a super powerful technique in order to let things go and maybe even to look at it from a little bit more of a closer perspective, because sometimes there's so much stuff going on in our heads but they're all over the place, and journaling and writing things down kind of helps you to create some structure around the things that you're actually experiencing. And the power behind journaling is that you are actually activating multiple different parts again of your brain that helps you to learn things quicker and to rewire your brain more quickly as well. So this is a super powerful technique, and because I love journaling and because I know sometimes it is kind of difficult to start, I want to give you a couple of different journaling prompts. So here they are. Number 1, list 3 things that you are grateful for today. Number 2, list 3 things that make you excited about the next 30 days. Number 3, make one specific plan on how to get to your next goal. Number 4, write a list of all the things you worked on in the past 30 days. And number 5, brainstorm 10 ideas on how to create more positive experiences tomorrow. Hint, it always starts with you. So those are journaling prompts that you can use in order to get into a more positive mindset as well. The other thing that you can do is to simply just take a piece of paper and a pen and to start writing down all of the things that are currently on your mind. This can be a super powerful way to stop that overthinking process and to stop feeling overwhelmed as well, which is usually something that is going hand in hand when you feel like you're overthinking things as well, because maybe you feel like there's just so many things going on in your life and you don't know where to start, or maybe you're currently having difficulties in your relationship and you don't really know where to go, you don't really know in what direction this is going to end up going, and you have a lot of doubts and you have a lot of fears, and they are all there for a reason. And so it is really important to look at them, and sometimes it's really powerful to look at them on paper. So take a moment and do that right now. The third thing that you can do in order to quiet your mind is to practice different mindfulness techniques, like for example breathing or meditation. This is something that is super powerful and honestly something that has taken me a while to incorporate into my day-to-day, because I know it's not always easy to just roll back your seat and just take a moment for yourself, but it is always available to you no matter where you go, no matter where you are, because you have yourself with you, which is the most powerful tool that you have. And it makes a huge difference because you can actually shift in only 90 seconds from your sympathetic state, which is more of that fight or flight, like emotional, heavy, resisting, overthinking mind, to a more relaxed state, to a more relaxed mind, which is also called the parasympathetic nervous system. And you can do this by simply rolling back your seat, putting your hands on your heart and taking a few deep mindful breaths. I know this sounds super simple and you might think, how is this going to stop my overthinking mind? But why don't you just try it out and see for yourself? Because it always surprises me how powerful it is and how quickly it helps me to snap out of that state that I'm in and to find a little bit more peace and space within myself in order to make the next decision of what am I actually going to do with this information? Can I control this? Do I need to let this go? Right? Those are all really important and powerful techniques in order to help you quiet down your mind. Sometimes there's nothing we can do. Sometimes there is no action that we can take, but sometimes there is. And creating a little bit of space can help you to find that answer that you may have been looking for the whole time. So mindfulness techniques, I have a couple of different meditations and positive affirmation videos on my channel, and I really love actually the last one that I just posted a couple of weeks ago, so make sure to check this one out in particular. And that really helps you to also practice self-care, self-worth and confidence, which is obviously oftentimes something that we are lacking when we are in that negative state. And it is absolutely normal that you are in this negative state sometimes, because from an evolutionary perspective, you got a very critical negative mind in order to survive, in order to see dangers that were coming your way. But in today's society, we don't really need that negative critical mind anymore, and it is really important to rewire your brain. So I think we have established that mindfulness techniques are super important in order to quiet your mind, but also to rewire your brain. And I talked already a little bit about positive affirmations and shifting more from that negative energy to that positive energy. I already gave you a couple of different journaling prompts in the second step, and I talked with you a little bit about mindfulness techniques here in the third step. But I do want to highlight again how important it is to start practicing gratitude, and that is step number and technique number 4. Practicing gratitude is a super simple and at the same time so powerful tool that you can start to use in your day-to-day in order to switch from these negative critical thinking thoughts to more positive thoughts. And I have been practicing gratitude for the last 4.5 years, and there's honestly not anything that has changed my life as profoundly as gratitude practice has done. Because now I literally have rewired my brain, and when I'm finding myself in negative thought cycles and patterns, I actually super quickly shift back into a more positive mindset, because I simply remind myself what are the good things in my life. And that is something that I practiced by writing these things down on a day-to-day basis for many years, and now my brain is just rewired that way. So if I'm experiencing a difficult day, if I think about a lot of negative things, my brain is always like, yeah, but what else is there? And that is so powerful. It's so good that it is there, and I'm so grateful for that technique. And that is also something obviously that you can do in seconds. So train your brain to think more positively. And finally, if you can't stop overthinking, ask yourself the question, when was the last time that you did something for yourself? Yes, I know it's always easy to say, and I know that self-care is super important for you, but here's your little friendly reminder that sometimes we know things, but we don't do them. We are not taking action. So maybe you need to create some space for yourself to just be, to relax, to take care of yourself. And there are a lot of different YouTube videos on my channel about self-care, from how to start a self-care practice to ideas on what you can do in order to just take care of yourself. So I hope that you check out any of these videos. And yeah, those are the 5 most powerful things that you can do in order to stop overthinking. And I want to summarize it one more time. So number 1, we had give your thoughts and feelings a name. Number 2, write your thoughts and feelings down. Number 3, practice mindfulness. Number 4, practice gratitude. And number 5, do something for yourself. So those are all things that you can do super quickly, and I hope that they truly help you to have a better rest of your day. Take care of yourself, and I hope to see you in the next video.